All right, let's head to the Plains now. Auburn back at practice today. They actually had off on Monday. And I'm bringing you some older sound from last week because I didn't get a chance to run this. We were out there last week for, I believe it was Thursday, and we heard from Alex Golish and a couple of the players. And then I believe it was last Friday, or maybe it was Saturday actually, that we heard from the assistant head coach, wide receivers coach, and co-offensive coordinator, Kodi Burns. And if you are an Auburn fan, you obviously know him being on that title team, and now he's back coaching on the Plains with Alex Golish, a guy that he has coached with before. So you're going to hear from him. It's a pretty long soundbite, so settle in and listen up to Kodi Burns.
Media days having anywhere between 6 and 8 receivers to get significant snaps because of the pace that you guys go. Your first week of camp, your impressions on how feasible that is?
Yeah, I think it's feasible. I think that the goal is to build depth, right? We got to develop these young guys. We have some guys with experience, but at the same time, it's all about development in this camp. And as we continue to grow each and every day, get detailed even more and more every single practice, man, that's the goal, is to be really too deep at every position. So when you're an 11 personnel team and you're too deep at every position, that gets you about 6, and you would like ideally anywhere from 6 to 8. So as we get too deep at every position, every single year at some point, knock on wood, you want to be injury-free, but injuries do happen. So that's where number 7 and 8 build your depth on your roster at the receiver position.
Golish just talked about Jeremiah, needing to be more consistent. How have you seen him kind of respond? It sounds like y'all been challenging him a lot here.
Listen, Jeremiah's a fantastic player, and I challenge him because he is talented, right? He's done it already at a different school and proven himself of what the type of player he is. And so my challenge to him is he's got to grow from spring up until summer, up until now. Like, he's got to continue to grow and get better. And again, he's 6'4", big frame, can run, really good ball skills. And the challenge for him is not to just be one of the guys, like be a guy. And so I challenge him on a day-to-day basis. He has responded really well this fall camp, and I'm telling you, Byram really likes where he's at right now.
Kodi, what you talk about your group? I know it's early in camp, but how much have you seen from them progression from spring, summer to now carrying over into this preseason?
I think from a confidence standpoint, it's been really impressive, right? So not really knowing what it would look like when you get here in the spring and going against really Coach Durkin, which has been good. It's madness. Like, it's impressive what they do on defense. It gives you headaches. And so for our guys to be able to adjust and learn and continue to grow throughout the springtime, the summertime, and really get more confidence at the pictures, because there's multiple pictures that you see every single day in practice from DJ. He does a great job again. And so I think every single rep these guys get, they get more confident. And again, a lot of guys have proven already, and now you come up to the big boy leagues and they continue to do that. And if you can prove it against this defense in practice, which I think is top 5, top 10 in the country, you got something.
How's Deshaun? Is he continuing to be trending up, Spencer?
I'll tell you what, Deshaun Spencer is a guy that the moment's just never too big for him. Coming from Saraland, obviously comes from an incredible program. And what he's been able to do so far is none less than impressive. Like, it's incredible. Just the mindset that he has. He's uber detailed. He's a guy that, like, the best guys I've been around, NFL players, also at this level, you tell them one time, they do it. Or you can show it to them and they do it. And he's got that it. Some guys are just football players, and that's what he is. You get the ball in his hands, he can run routes. He's honestly been more impressive than what I thought he would be just at this stage of his young career. So I've been really impressed with Deshaun so far and looking forward to what he's going to do in the season.
How valuable is it to have a guy like Chaz, who's been in this offense a ton? He's been really, but the inside-out versatility. We saw him, been seeing him in the slot and out on the outside. Just be able to have a guy like that you can move around.
I think the biggest thing that we have with Chaz, right, is he's showing the guys in the room what value looks like. And he is an NFL player. He's got a skill set, man. He's explosive. He can run. He's got ball skills. And, again, he has experience. And when you start to understand how the NFL works, that you can't just be a one-position guy. You got to have flexibility to play X, play the Z, play the F. They have to be able to move you around and trust you. And so from a standpoint of Chaz having a big football knowledge, he has that. He's been really good for the room. And, again, like, the versatility is really going to help us because we can put him outside. and we can put him in the slot in a pinch. And he's played a ton of ball, really experienced, been in the SEC, and always has been playing at a high level. So he's had a really good fall camp so far.
Kodi, you guys did Shells today first time. Did you get to mix it up with DB's in it, and how did you guys fare?
Yeah, we mix it up. You guys know me at this point, man. I'm all about just that physicality, like that hard-nosed Auburn football. We got to get back to that. And if you're going to play for me, that matters, right? It matters when you turn on the tape and you see the perimeter receivers and tight ends blocking. That's when big plays happen, right? Like, you get here at this level in the SEC at Auburn because you can catch the ball. But everybody can catch the ball at this level. Everybody's talented. You win in the margins. And to me, the margins are guys on the perimeter blocking, being a dog, and making plays on the perimeter to help the running backs. And, oh, by the way, we have a dual threat quarterback too.
What have you seen from Sam Turner now that he's back out here on the field and get able to do some work?
Yeah, Sam is one of those guys that really what I just described. Sam has that mindset that he brings that dog mentality every single day. I think he's going to give you value on special teams. And also him being in the system, obviously being a little bit behind some of the other guys, he continues to grow. And I do think Sam is hungry, does a great job of coming up here, getting extra work on his own. And right now in fall camp, throughout the first 3 days, man, he's been really impressive. He's got to continue to grow. He's got to be more consistent. And as he continues to get more consistent, I think he'll be more confident. And we need a confident Sam Turner because when he's confident, he's going to be a really good player.
Kodi, having been in this league, and you've got your guys coming over from South Florida, is there anything specific you talked to them about transitioning into the SEC, the kind of athletes they face at corner, or do you think some of that overblown, or are there some things where you're like, hey, it's going to look a little different, here's a couple things you need to keep in mind or work on?
Yeah, I think a little bit of it is overblown. If you do look at the schedule from our team last year, we did play SEC teams, and it worked out pretty good. And so those guys do have experience from that standpoint. And really the big difference between, which everybody knows, every coach knows this, every play, like the big difference is up front. Like there's really good skill guys anywhere. I don't care what level you're at, but what separates the SEC from everybody else is the interior O-line and D-line. So on the outside, yeah, there may be some All-Americans and some all-SEC players on the outside, but, man, there's good skill players everywhere. So these guys have experience, and at the end of the day, man, go out there and play ball. We ain't scared of nobody. We're about to roll up and play ball.
Kodi, getting Neptune back out and getting him rolling, what have you seen from him as he's able to kind of get back out here as well?
Yeah, Neptune's a guy that I really trust. You know exactly what you're going to get. He is consistent, and it's been good for him to be confident in what he's doing, right? Like, he knows what to do. He knows his system. But for him to be able to go out there and kind of get banged up a little bit and play ball has been really good for him. And it's different when you're doing routes on air, right, and just and any kind of individual work. But when you get out there against the defense, now you got to start to play in windows and fill bodies and get confidence back. And I think he's playing at a high level right now.
What stands out about Keyshawn Singleton's game, and I guess how big is it for y'all to have someone who kind of was the guy for Byron last season?
Yeah, Keyshawn is an incredible player, continuing to grow every single day. And just from a skill set, it's really hard to find 6'3", 217-pound guys that can run and catch the ball like he does. He's loose, he's athletic, he knows the system. And really, for a quarterback, it's always a fail-safe that, man, when he's covered, he's still open. And you give that guy a chance. And I think you saw that last year, and the plan is for that not to stop this year.
With Bryce, he's been in this program for a bit now, knows what the standard is, knows what kind of schedule he's playing against. What is it like to have him and just kind of leading these USF guys up to that standard? What does he do?
Yeah, my message to Bryce is he's extremely talented, and you've been blessed, and your superpower is speed. Like God gave you speed, so you got to use that. He's another guy that this system is new, and he's continuing to grow every single day. He hasn't got where we want him to get to yet, but I have patience and I have belief in Bryce Cain. He gives you value in the return game on special teams, and he is talented. He just needs reps. In this system, when you play at the tempo at which we do, it's really tough on young players and new players that haven't been in the system. He's done a great job so far. I just need Bryce Cain to be more consistent, and I think he will. Again, Bryce is talented. He can take the top off the defense, and he's a tough kid. So I'm expecting Bryce to really help us and be hopefully in that 7 to 8 depth at the wide receiver position this year.
Anything else? Thanks, Kodi.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thank you guys. Yep, appreciate it.